What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Keke Palmer is making a lot of news today, and it's not because of her acting or singing, which, from what they tell me, she does very well. But Keke Palmer has come out to say that she is a part of the LGBTQ community. Okay? She is officially bisexual. And for me, like I said, I don't really deal into people's sexuality. It's not my business. You do whatever the hell you want to do. Just like, I'll do what I want to do. But it proves the red pill right of something. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but just stay with me. Keke Palmer has a boyfriend by the name of Darius Jackson. A young man, in my honest opinion, who makes less money than she does. By all accounts, he's been in Dawn of the Predator, but he is relatively unknown. And if you can look at possibly what he does and the boyfriend and everything like that, you would look at him as he's I won't call him the lady in the relationship, but he's the lower earner in the relationship. And we typically know what happens when black men are with women who earn more than them. Typically, we know what the role is relegated to them. They're not the provider. The women typically do not answer to them. Women typically do not respect them as much as a man who is a provider. A guy like Russell Wilson or Jay-Z and Beyonce, he's not on that level. But Keke Palmer says that she is bisexual. Look, think about this. If Keke Palmer is bisexual and she lives inside of a world that accepts bisexuality, because she makes a statement that, since I was younger, I always questioned the boxes I was forced to be in. I never felt gay enough. I never felt woman enough. I never felt man enough. I was always a little bit of everything. So, it's kind of, for me at least, if she's in that community, it's not like somebody will say, well, you're an outcast because you're gay or you're bisexual. People in the entertainment industry, it's the one industry, fashion, movies, it's the one industry that people will gladly accept that. It means you're attracted to men or women. And Keke Palmer is attractive. That means she would have the best of both worlds. She'd be able to date or marry men and women. How is it then, in either sexes, meaning you can go either way you would like, that you end up with a partner such as that? Just think about this. Like, let's just talk about, let's kind of blow it up. You have these women out here in the black community who says, I'm tired of dating black men, or I'll date anybody. I can date white men. I can date black men. I date the best candidate. And Keke Palmer, not only does she date black men, she's been seeing kissing white men too. So it's like she's open to almost anything. And still the person that you get with, that you have a child with, is still below your earning capacity, despite all of your opportunities, because you're open to a lot of stuff. It ain't like just some of us who, we're in a pro-black community. We will only deal with blacks in dating. Some of us, it's not like some of the people who only would date whites, right? Are Asians. No, you will date anybody. So then explain how come you ended with a man that is so less successful than you, despite all of your dating possibilities. Okay? Now, for those of you who will say, well, you know what, maybe because she's LGBTQ, she didn't want to come out and say that right then. She's living her truth. So she could have been struggling with that for, okay, fine. Let's say I grant you that argument. She also had an opportunity with white men. She's definitely attractive. She's definitely talented. And then mix in the fact that she is young. Mix in the fact that she's been in Hollywood for all these years. Mix in the fact that she can get to people that none of us can get to. Throw in that. Throw in that fact. What does it then tell you then? It talks about a person's behavior and what they elicit to men who have money. Men who are also prominent. Now we don't want to talk about that, do we? We don't want to talk about the fact that a lot of these ladies out here, despite what their orientation may be, or their availability or socioeconomic fact, they just can't turn on the provider status ship that men want to see. The men who have, they can't get them for whatever reason. And why is that? It's not in spite of, it's despite the fact. I'm going to tell you. Femininity is a problem. Having no respect for what a man wants. Because when these higher earning women are dating, listen to what I'm about to say. If you're Madonna and you're 60, you're Cher and you're 70, you're dating a younger guy, I can understand it. But you're Keke Palmer and you're 29 and beautiful in the prime of your life, and you have a child by a guy who's not on your financial level when you're at the best looking in the prime of your life, that doesn't make much sense to me. I can see Erykah Badu, well, I still can't see that, but Erykah Badu at 50 dating a guy at 27. I can see that a little bit more. But Keke Palmer, at the prime of her life, in her best looking stages of her life, I can't understand that. It would have to be her behavior. And dare I say, as Kevin used to call it, the modern woman attitude. This is what's holding so many black women behind, women in America behind, in their dating opportunities. See, it's one thing to want something. It's another thing to actually put in the time and effort to get it. Yes, a lot of folks want to be in business. They don't want to put in the work to understand the business to gain the clients. What is your customer's buying motive? You don't understand it, but you want to be in business. So a lot of women want to date rich men, powerful men, and you have even access to them, don't understand what you're dealing with. So what a lot of women think of, well, you know what? I got money. I got status. I can just date a guy that looks good. I don't need no man to take care of me. What you're saying is that ultimately, I don't have what it takes to get the man that I'm really looking for. No woman of her status and beauty would be like, you know, this guy who makes less than me. Like, look at Tia Mowry. She's still crying about Corey Hardrick. Oh, I wasted my life building him up. I did all. No woman who's successful wants to be with a man. I don't care how much money she makes. She doesn't want to deal with a man that makes less. She can't respect. A woman wants to be with a man she can respect. You mean to tell me that Keke Palmer respects this guy? I don't think so. Might love him to death. Might think he's a great person. But she will also tell him, if you don't like it, you can get the hell out. You can get out of my house. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Pretty sure for all that you do, subscribe to the bell. We're out.